I also want to illustrate what we really do. And what we really do is basically to augment reality. And augmented reality is the combination of the real and the virtual. We basically superimpose on the real world synthetic images. And so, almost from the beginning of the company, we tried to imagine what could be the perfect augmented reality device. So we looked to the binoculars for sightseeing in castles, and we imagined a product that would enable you to recreate what happened in the past or look what's going to happen in the future. So we created this virtual sightseeing unit, which is basically a binocular with a camera that captures reality, a computer that processes synthetic information and superimposes on the landscape. We also looked to other possible interfaces, and this is one that we really like. This summer in Bragança, in the northern part of Portugal, a science center opened, and there was a component about the silk production. So we did a window there where the butterflies would come and do knock at the window, and the butterflies would leave. This, of course, is a virtual window. It's but the feeling is that it's a real window, and you can interact. So basically, one more augmented reality development. We also have worked on trying to augment objects. And the most fascinating challenge we had was from Imaginarium. Imaginarium is a chain of toy stores from Saragossa. They are really innovative about the toys. The toys are inexpensive, educational, and they had a problem. They had toys that could not fit their small stores. So we created this It's a Magical scene where a kid would go with a small racket and the toy would grow on his hands and you could play with it. So this is one more illustration of what we really do. Also in Spain, we have worked with an educational company called Educa Borràs to create animated storybooks using, again, augmented reality. In this case, you have cards, and you superimpose these cards on the story you are reading on the real book. There is a camera on the computer, and you can see the story developing. So you can create your own story. In this case, you can create a movie about your own story. Okay, and this is just to illustrate what we really do. But we realized that even with simple interfaces, anytime you have a computer, a projector, a camera, you create some sort of an apparatus that may frighten people. Also, it's an expensive apparatus. So we have worked right now on non-digital computing applied to many surfaces, and this is one example. This is glass, and basically here you want to know the schedule of trains. And what you do is that you just point to the glass, and there is a film with invisible ink that presents the schedule. And this is done through a chemical reaction, like you were a kid and you wrote with lemon on the paper. So I just want to show briefly the kinds of things we do. And so far, I've been talking about services. And that's the major model, I think, companies that work in the culture market in the world follow. You do a service, you get paid for a service. We are trying to go beyond that model, and we imagine which products could be useful for this market, because with products there are many advantages. And we imagined, based on our experiences in this market, a collection of interactive furniture for interactive a table, an interactive display case, a bench, a magic book like Minority Report where you flip the pages with your hand. I mean, all kinds of interfaces, but that could be sold as furniture. And we launched on 2 events, the Excite here and another museum, big museum event in London, and we have been really successful.